Hello everyone, Recabilly here. Today I have a invention slash suggestion. This is something that I think should be in the game Minecraft itself, but I figured I'd make it myself and see if you guys like the idea as well. Basically, it has to do with fall damage, with sponge blocks, and sponge blocks that have water. So if I go into game mode, oh, I'm already in game mode 0. So I'm in game mode 0. If I fall from this height, I'm dead, as you can see. But if I fall from here now on a sponge block, I am taking 4 hearts of damage. Pretty cool, right? Now, the wet sponge block is even more interesting. If I go over to where the wet sponge block is, right there, I will take no damage, and the block under me will turn into water, and I will receive the sponge. So in a way, I'm squeezing the water out of the sponge. And we can come up here and we can do that again. We'll just do the first one. Oh, I need a jump. That's right. Gotta jump. So go like that. There we go. The block changes to water and I get another sponge block. Let's try this one right here. Oh, that one changed as well. Let's see if we can actually land inside the water this time though. So let's do this one. There we go. Got 4. Let's try another one. There we go. 5. So basically the idea is you squeeze the water out of the sponge block and it gets placed wherever the sponge block is, and you don't take any damage because obviously a wet sponge kind of reduces the fall for you, and in Minecraft why not just make it reduce it all. You do have to do it from a certain height, like right here it's not going to do anything, you have to actually jump onto it. So we're gonna go do the last one more time, and there we go, we got 9 sponge blocks. And now we have that one right there in the middle. Let's go ahead and squeeze the water back out of that. Very cool. So this is everything that I needed to make this work. Very simple, just a few command blocks. These ones right here, they are basically doing the exact same thing. This one is detecting if there is a sponge block 2 blocks beneath. This one is testing if there's a sponge block 3 blocks beneath. And that is because when you're falling at a certain speed, sometimes it can be faster than this can detect you at 1 block, but it can detect you on the next one. So doing odd and then even kind of helps that out a bit. And then I do the same thing over here with the wet sponge, or actually this one's a dry sponge, this one is the wet sponge. But there's something interesting about Minecraft and these fill clocks is that they're actually in order from where they begin. So in other words, this block right here will be powering these commands first. This one second, third, fourth, fifth, and then 6th. So these 2 red and these 2 purple commands are both doing similar things, but they need to be in this order in order for it to work. So as you can see here, we are executing at the player who has a fall distance score of 300. Now 300 just means 3 blocks. You have to be falling for 3 blocks in order to get this to detect if there is a sponge block underneath, that wet sponge block, and then it will give the player the sponge of a dry block, a dry sponge, and then it will do the same exact thing. You see the same score, detect Minecraft sponge 1, and then it sets the block to water. Now if I actually switch these 2 around, this one will be red first and it will set the block to water, and then this one will be red, but since it cannot detect that there is a sponge block there anymore, it actually detects that there's water now, so it will not give you that dry sponge. So that's a little tip for you guys if you have something not working with your commands. It might simply just be which order they are placed on the fill clock. So I got these two commands here. This is a scoreboard, and it's basically removing the fall distance 1, or if the player has a distance minimal of 1, it removes it by 100. So that's just saying, okay, they've fallen, they have a fall distance of at least 1, let's remove 100 points because that is 100 is a full block. And then this one is detecting if the fall distance is -1 or less, and then it sets the player's fall distance back to 0. Unfortunately, this only works for single player as it stands right now. These two, again, they need to run at the exact same time. That's why they're being placed on the same block. So yeah, that's what's going on there. And that's basically it, folks. I got this little testing area right here, and we can go ahead and make ourselves some water blocks. So if I jump, got the sponge block in my hand now, and the source of water. Pretty cool. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. I will see you in the next one. Leave a like, be sure to subscribe. Bye!